Well, Joe, before we go on about the major decisions of the game, you must be proud of the way your team fought with just 10 men for half the game this afternoon.
Well, they're excellent. Really, really good. I came in at half-time, and even though we had a player sent off, I said, you've dominated the first half. And actually, more so second half, some of the football was terrific. We looked a really good team today with 10 men. And right, people will say sometimes when you're playing against 10 men, it's difficult, but we moved the ball with a real good purpose, created some chances. I'm just really frustrated that a third party's had to make a decision and a couple of decisions that's affected the result of the game. I don't mind if it's a tactical switch or it's a bit of good play by an opposition manager or by opposition team, but I'm brutally honest in what I say after games, you know that, and the third party's managed to get a result for one team today when it probably wasn't deserved. So no, listen, we were really positive in the dressing room after that. It's disappointing, really disappointing to not keep our run going, but no, we talk about performances and we talk about doing things the right way and about the process. And again, the lads, I thought were absolutely terrific.
So we have to go back to the decision. The first one, Robbie Cundy, I think he was given a straight red card after he received a booking earlier, which in itself looked very harsh.
It's difficult because you don't want to get yourself in trouble, but I spoke to the ref and he's told me that he leant on him. He leant on him with his arm. Well, I don't know if the game's changed maybe, but when I played and as a defender, if you don't use your body, he's not pulled him, he's leant on him, and he's given him a straight red. It's really confused me. It has confused me, but that's, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. It's a red card and he's gone. He's given him a straight one. It's not red. It's not red. It's a yellow card. Let's face it. And whether he's actually done enough to deserve a foul, it looks like to me that he's struck the ball, gone off balance, and fallen over with his left foot. So that's what my assessment. I'll look back at it, and it's really disappointing. But I have to say, when we tweaked it and changed it, and I stayed positive, you could see in my shape. I went 2 up top. Sort of midway through the second half, because I felt like we could get the better of them still. They constantly gave the ball away. They stayed direct. We looked to get on the ball, and unfortunately we haven't come out with the right result.
Yeah, I mean, you pushed sort of Adam Mann back to help the back four and used him as an extra attacking option. So it didn't really cross your mind, I think, to get on the defender, recognised one. You're more than happy with it there, and it almost paid off in the end. Yeah, and we pushed Watto up top in the end. I took off Ryan Brunt, and I still wanted to be with the two. So we had John Mills up top and Watto floating in and around. We had a flat 3 in midfield then of James Morton, Frankie, and Sean Rigg, who I thought they were all terrific. And we stayed aggressive. Strakes has had to go in and play at centre back, but that's the characters we've got. The disappointing thing is that I'll be sat here now with a point if the referee has just allowed a split second in an attack where we caught them and we got in a great position. When the ball's rolled to Joe Rains on the edge of the box, how the referee can then look at that ball that's been rolled and it's been the person who's been got fouled, and then was it Riggy or someone you think? Adam Mann, yeah. How he can say that's a foul before Joe's even taken a shot on goal when he's 18, 20 yards out is beyond me. And he scored. He scored from it, and I'm astounded. I am absolutely astounded by it because he's played advantage in the first half. So why not in that instance? They have to recognise that in an attacking option, when we're about to shoot, let it play go for a split second, because the decision then is I'm pointing back because it's a goal. That is clear, and there's no grey areas now, no grey areas whatsoever. And that's the one that's really disappointing. We can talk about the sending off till we're blue in the face, but that moment there is someone who has to understand the game of football and what's going to happen. It's clear that Joe Rains is just about to strike the ball, and he struck it so well, it's gone off the corner of the post and gone in. It's a great bit of play from us, and it's been taken away from us because the referee's pulled them up for a foul and given us a free kick, which is no advantage. Did he speak to you about that decision after, or have you not had a chance?
I tried to speak to him as he coming off, and he just shrugged his shoulders, and that's it. I might get an opportunity now, but what am I going to get from it? I'm not going to get anything from it other than probably frustration, Mark. It's a difficult one because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated for the lads because the performance levels there, and all people will see is 3 points to Chelmsford. That wasn't 3 points to Chelmsford. We just didn't get any luck here today, and I'm really, really proud of the players from what you said from the outset. Really proud of them, and And we'll keep going forward because we're in a really good vein of form, and that's what I'll remember from it. I'll try not to think about the sending off, and I'll try not to think about that goal that was disallowed that should have stood.
And perhaps you hamstrung literally Roster missing out on either. Was it either kick-off or was it training you was in? So it only left you really one attacking option on the bench, and John Mills did add something that perhaps needed a little bit more to choose from.
Yeah, no, Stoney felt it. He actually said he felt it last Saturday, and then in training we're just doing a bit of crossing, and he's felt it again. So it looks like he might miss out Monday as well. We're not sure, but there we go. I said before the start of this season, I've brought in a squad that's quite small, and at times we are going to be down short in numbers because the budget lent itself to being a smaller squad if I wanted that type of quality player in, and that's what I've gone for. I've gone for quality players over quantity this year, and that's my decision to do that. And I'm really grateful for the board for the budget I've got. That's not me playing a violin here at all, by no means. It just means that I wanted that type of player, which meant we couldn't quite get as many numbers. I might have to go into the loan market, but yeah, we'll have a look. Boys are recovered properly now after this game, and we'll have a little look on Monday when we turn up what we can pick for Weston-super-Mare.
What are you expecting from that game on Monday? Western side yet to win this season, but caused a few problems last year.
Tough. Mark's teams always play some really good football, and what we find with Western is they'll turn up at Twerton at a fantastic stadium on a really good pitch, and they'll raise their game because they all want to beat Bath. It's like their cup final. It's like they all gear up for that game, and yeah, we'll be ready this year, that's for sure, because as I said, the characters are different, the group's different, and we'll try and find a way to beat Western, which will be a very, very tough, hard-fought local derby, which should be good to watch as well.